TV. We are also live on 18 radio stations across the country. Ubenya our Facebook and all our social media handles. Na fe uniaonline.com. Na eye adano memene day kwesi adano kura ene babeto mu Unua Online. It's a Benkum Senior High School headmaster in trouble for alleged sexual harassment of 15 female students. My main kind story now. The information reaching Unua Online indicates the headmaster of Benkum Senior High School in the Eastern region has allegedly harassed 15 female students of the school sexually. According to our sources, Emmanuel Kwekunyako's alleged deeds came to bear after one girl he was allegedly dating caught him with another student in his bungalow. The said student had gone to Mr. Nyako's residence one night and was fiercely prevented from entering by the headmaster, according to the reports. But after forcing herself into the room, she found another female student lying naked on the headmaster's bed. The broken-hearted young lady returned to the dormitory in tears and spilled the beans upon interrogation by her colleagues. Following the incident, those who had fallen victim of his abuse were invited to write their statement, 15 of which all are in Unua Online's possession. Meanwhile, a teacher of the school by name Ike spoke with a parent of one of the victims from abroad, confirmed that his daughter was reported to him of the abuse from the headmaster. From the conversation between them, the headmaster has been calling parents and guardians of his victims to cover up the issue either by sorting them out or pointing a gloomy picture of the award's attitude in school. Kind news na, story na. Below is a statement from one of the students. Inti uko Unua Online sisi na wosechi Benkum Senior High School headmaster in trouble edem fefefe. Asabni na se Benkum Senior High School, any penny or that school nano, na babe say, pay mere kakre twem no. Na yes school for nkwada no odo toje. Ema saa 7 no kura no, mpanifo bi eye petition. Ede koma the former Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Amankwa. Na sambre na kikiri bi ba mu a anche ena wo desesa no nti sa asem no enya petition mu asem entimi empie yesi yefunu bone onim se masa bigwam ena foforo enso ababebom se chekire ni pani a oda Benkum Senior High School yesi wakota school kura pan akodi chekire ni wo hoda papai opani esi school ho or the school for nkwada no toje yesi medas kura so akoye headmaster so ewo ho pe me woni pa mienu ewo studio ha obi abebo ni din na wa kire de dibre na ya to asam so mpani fo mama kire na kwaba pacho wudin de say
Boama Koto
Manuel Boama Koto pacho wo ye den wo ye kwani wo ye carpenter wo ye driver wo ye mason na ye den
me a glass technician
wo ye glass technician Oba school ho.
Me ba school no.
Oyoba na be ma.
Oyoba.
Me da se. Opani.
E pacho FM na ba ne.
Na ba ne.
E pacho ai.
Na ba ne ye den a.
Me pacho me na some time ago me hu ya me throw petition called Ministry of Education. This is what is going on. And I was victimized. See, transfer because very far away from the school because
when I hear first petition now.
Yeah.
E call Professor Mankwa. Then what petition me you na ba.
Petition no one time me ho na student ba me ho say wa kwoto say headmaster ne school akola hye office ya bibia omo ye say normal emfata na obeka kire me no lucky enough na me ne me other teachers 2 and gina wa ye bon komo and obeka kire me so obeka no na me say okay me ka kire me welfare chairman by then. Say this is an issue I can also maintain or one class, one period be. What we are and come here, Kodanka, ya head no, I couldn't come. And Ukrainian enemy no ye papa oye bibia oba ye ya na so na ase ni bibia ye no equal up and down bibia se me nipa no chairman be kwa kwakire ade aba no nkoma no ekwa ne afre team say ye mfre member disciplinary committee my den require yes investigating kola against the headmaster my den na me investigating kola no me organize school kola be 6 akotwo statement against me me kan game iti me try letter come minister me call minister in office ankasa the letter is still there ama menim o minute so me yinim tro ye say e normal cost nti ma so de bufo tro no mani na e cost na e ma no unfortunately because Ghana de woni sika wa asem so a woni pani bita wachi a e kwatranse no na ebu nsem na gum so say ene mi free school mo say be me call ye nyakopon ko a aprade achema aprade ba bi no mo me koto ye within 2 minutes manya letters me ensa yen transfer me free school because normal nko yie ana me former student na me try me ni yie no na ko ende me sa until I'm surprised I was invited here to also come out with this evidence.
Opani then na woni mu asem we
me de ne minimu asem we say eye kwasi de atwa mu me wa na menya akọ
kwasi da be
kwasi de ya ebetwa mu ya
kwasi da ye
kwasi de ye
enne bra enra adwo da ni kwasi da ye okay
me wa na me phone ebeli na me pick call
asa wo danda no unti ye stable mama
okay me pick call no na headmaster ne say me ba pese wo de asem to ne so e wo school ho na me
oba no wo school
me ba na wo school ho no
pese wo de
asem to ne ono no headmaster ne so
all right
na me so pani e de asem na abofra yi pese wo de to so a enti wa frɛ me ama me ye ma hye me sei na so enya asem bia ewe na I'm too. Any casam ne chere me phone so I was there be just me ba school mu hono.
Headmaster na frɛ wo phone.
Ono na frɛ me.
Say wo ba ne de asɛm de to no so. Na asɛm so ntimi nka ne phone so.
Ntimi nka phone so just me ba
school. All right. So.
Then I'm so okay. Say sa na waka de a any me den. Meba. It in the next day. Ye Monday no. Na me frɛ me ba na wo school. Na me bisa ne say e de na ekoso e wo school ho. Ansa na bofra no so be den e be ka say the teacher no the headmaster ne suma no say onkoka konkonte e ma no
oba no a day student na o
border
and akwada na o boarding house no headmaster ne say onkoka konkonte ma no
because I mean tin pennies and bida
wow na ye den
enti na bofra ne so okoya oguso a oye ade na papa na so pie ho ebeto share ne so o start so ne nufu na ode ne inside so ne to ne ade e na o kan ne to mpa so say one ne be bibi ejini owo ne free ne so
owo headmaster
ne free ne so na oye den o pie ba outside to ba ye na ode be tu ni school madam anim say the headmaster ne person
school madam mu de here house
mistress and the between him. Said the headmaster and person then. Or it's no Cassani Yamu and ransom many made then echo school more. Not just you do school more on a day, and the next 70 day deja.
And Raya
and 70 day deja. Ubia the wire in ba abetu many.
Na almost say den o wi nkwaran.
O nkwaran de wa wi o mo pa. Nkwaran de wa wi o mo pa.
Enti ma me nkona na ho. Nana wo free de wo tro ho petition kwa we fare by de here. We free hin na bebu mu biom. Ya basisi.
Me de ba kwa me den say one captain ma mention say new regional director wa bay. Minim ne din banyame hira no.
New regional director
bay. Nyame hira no pa. Me yeso say obeboa ama education na wo eastern region here no. E be koso pa. Because the intelligence our yes adwuma we no is beyond him an understanding. You won't believe say no ankasa regional director na ankasa ko school mo. From reliable sources, echo school mo, echo organized teachers almost true statement. Emma Nkola no last week, echo sexual harassment questionnaires momo answer. Ono ankasa ene di animu no yes ade no. na before ba no ya tene nka say ono so obi a ono compromise say sika je ne sa na ma no obey sa de no ye bom pa say ba bayi obi nko corrupt no na adwuma na obey no onfa mbom ma ho ban on protect wo mo say de be ya anya yi na asare fire ba ne say titiru a me wa eye me de say we aba ne say asem a me kan 7 months ago eye ade me call this my committee owunim say asem we eno kore na me ka no
de asem na ye no kore
asem na e ba ne say me ankasa me tell me say headmaster you are not supposed to say obey hosting kola our office at all hours prep time na nkola she office sometime after prep na nkola she office
prep time say
prep time aye what prep
anajo prep na ye ko
anajo prep
otu omo for
na nkola she office me say committee no mo ye no I'm on live on TV omo pom na me kasa me boa me kan na omo nim omo na about 7 member committee chairman no ka che me say me yo manbofo na de na me wo school na ase ikoso sa wo dia ade ade asem be bre wo no sabe ewia se oni pop power asem eja o kana kwache no ya ye mpe omom ya no yodum onye pamono no omo na omantu ne fu ama enne okonya sa asem we sabe kan na kotie ya anka ebia nkene guase we emma me cho se enne nkola no enni sa agro no obi ko me twa ntro so edima sa asem ya ka kwa bi kwa na ntro ne twa to so ba oni akwa nkohye den na je so twa ntro oni akwa ne office all hours na je so twa ntro so and I don't say too many to believe say ntro sabe nkola be 20 15 omu na actually the same the statements are there online the statements are there we quite for first year na na chase the man is secret to Ghana first year
oni akola na chase die
first year akola no statement na ya kan
na ye de bomisa nkomo no
first year ana o friend no say omu ye miensa na obu free hen obi abo no kuro ba ko so ye kwawuni ana so de wo free kuro me free obo ene ye sa na tie de a ene o ye minipa ene wa tena form obo no say wo free wa de ekuro to aso na kwan sem de me nko order menim ene tra form no wa sha se etia akola no afi owie ya be fie oba ya ede na wo hia akwan sem me de mentwa extra classes o se je 100 Ghana je akotwia no yi receipt official receipt here, no watching. According to the statement, I'm basing my point on the statement and which is evidence about to see Obi Piano or call line of him. What is the car and ties in Colano, 200 Ghana, 100 Ghana, Bejiadriane, no 18. Now she milk, who one headmaster moi, Aquasha kitchen, watching Kusia, I'm a school colate, one passo, or bedroom. I mean, why should this happen? What's now or bedroom?
Headmaster.
Captain, me see the statements are there. They are all there. The statements are all there for our perusal. It will be official doubt be and where and crown handwriting and you will be typing and you will be must sign and cannot sign a was here. That's as I said statement and a wine statement, a wine for here. Oh, where the original one a wine for. Be Musa and cannot to state in my wine. A yet now accuse a man for say a man for na say within here, and Krano to a statement why if you for the copy him. But I say back with the episode to 10 at time so more. From the statements, and Kranan Casanumusem, there's a yansem ketwa to a sense that sometimes they have to fight their last drop of their blood. See they push you to chain and all that. When now your foot to went now for no more than as I'm so or man to for no move is almost one or one idea penya.
It's Emra, what do you son? No, actually, send to do a send what's apart from Uncolai, the ABA old student to be needed and they wanted to be. Oh,
and yeah, so call online now. So, Medas for Tamasco for 1 year online. They are on there. I think say for public to go down there and see. Now, the question I can say on one Casano Crown, he was a former student of the same school.
Where?
Headmaster, no. Former student of the same school. And 2004, the late headmaster, a man exit out of the school. The question is that I didn't a man exit. Me, I'm not here to say all those things. But young Kose, Banisena, former headmaster, and now the Jew, a man free school.
At that time,
not there as a teacher. All
right. And so for school for natural statements. School for the statements, no much wrong. You only need copies of here. Ma men kan de da board no so bi ma ye wi ade akane na na de bi beto to so ma de etie se be bi akwada ne din wo no ye be yi efri so e de ama be bi akwada ne din wo no e na ya bo modern ya tam efri so no na e do so papa Edoso pa statement no doso. Sisi ya wo hwe me a obetumi akonua online na wetimi akohwe statement no kura doso pa menim de ahimpo na menhya ase nkan. Ma menkohwe baako na menkan mu mawo sede be ya obehunu ne ntemtem. Na de ekoso ewo Benkum senior high no ade a eha adwen kakra. Emu audio so ho yebebo ni na ma wan sampanifo yi asore afriha student no wondin yemmo said the medical aka kire do. Or say I had an issue with the headmaster till ye we me kan wo mi phone so na me pacho hwe mi phone ni ade akwada na kire na me de kire wo TV so no we me kan e wo mi phone so eni the akwada na atro ni na wo mi phone so American eni ehun ena etem no ase akomanda hina bomu no emu dududu etem. Or say I had an issue with the headmaster which was absenteeism. He called us class by class to his office. When it was our turn, he called us one after the other in his office. He asked me why don't I come to school regular. Mpacho me kind to say the akwada natural. Me edit it. Regular. And I told him I'm somehow lacking financially. So he told me he will help me that day. That day I was very happy for having that, not knowing he was having bad intentions about me. So one evening I came to preps and he told our class prefect should call us. I mean those names on the notice board. We went to him, all the pavilion, and he asked if I'm a day student. I told him yes. It was late, so he gave me his torchlight to take it home and bring it the next day. A lovely headmaster. Lovely headmaster. I brought the torch to him the next and we had little chat. So I went back to the class. I was in class. He called for me. Yeah. He called for me. I went to his office. He told me that before he when then what my mention or so he told me la 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, it came to preps every day and be punctual and regular in school every day. I agreed with these two. That is coming to preps and school every day. But I didn't understand why he wanted me to move from my place to villa. Meaning villa kono the watch no na make He told me to inform my uncle about me moving from that place to where he was requesting for me. So I did as he said. He also told me to call my uncle to school. I did exactly what he said. So as time goes on, I used to be punctual in preps. He would ask to call me to his office during prep hours. I would stop learning and go to his office. It continued Even classes hours, he will call for me. One evening, the brofro match run na makacho say make kind of unedited. One evening I came to preps and he called me to his office. When I got there, he was having a meeting with some students, so I waited for him outside. When he was done with them, he attended to me. He started asking me questions that, do I have a boyfriend? How many are they? Have I had sex with them? So I lied to him. Anything he asked, I lied. He would laugh and intentionally hit my back downwards, my butt. Allah wallahi. Teacher and say, yeah, Juma. I sat there for about 4 hours. That was from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Wow. I told him it's late. I have to go home. He told me to relax. He will let some of the boys escort me to the house. Not knowing my friends were waiting for me, so he told a certain boy to call them. He called them in and we went to his office. Went to his office, had a little chat, and he told us to go home. It's late. He told me to come to his house the next day. That was Friday. So I came early and went to his house. When I was almost there, I met a certain girl and she asked me if I'm dododo. And I said yes. And she said the headmaster is calling me. If I am so and so. Me. Not knowing he was watching us from his window. I went with a friend and he said, why did I let him escort me? I could not say anything. He was somehow furious because he said the boy will sell him out to the boys. So I told him he wouldn't do such a thing. He sent me to kitchen and showed me some foodstuffs. I told him I want some, and he said I should come for it in the evening. And I said, okay. So he made me lie in his couch, headmaster. And he laid his hand on top of the chair. We coerced. She said, a lot he told me to close my eyes. I did, as he said, but I was scared. He would kiss me, but he didn't do it. And he didn't do it just often. And he also told me to visit him weekend. I told him I will come, but only on Sundays or Saturdays. I don't really remember. He told me to sit on his laps, but I refused. So he told me to sit beside him, like close to him. I was really scared and wanted to get out from his place. He also told me unbelt my dress to see what I am wearing. If not, he won't give me the foodstuffs. So I laughed and tried everything, but I didn't do it. He even told my friends to call me from the house to his house during preps. He also used his hands on my laps, hugging me, sleeping on his shoulders. He paid my classes, mock, and registration fees. He stopped everything when he had a chat with my uncle. We a first statement from first another student. Ti yebeka another statement. Statement na ba begu fie ha no edoso. Na de ebreki camel ne back ne say me papa ye otimi nsani faso ni so no ba wo school hobby. Headmaster say akwada woda boarding bra na beka kokonte mame. E o me bongolo. Hey, head teacher say me nkoka kokonte. Ena ono nso call ye say okoka kokonte ama headmaster. Ena eye den.
Tama abofra ne koye no. O se ho saa na teacher ne to she ebe she ne so. So person ne da. Ena abofra ne so owo no. Owo ne feel so.
On the kitchen ho ko hen.
O de ne ko ne bedroom. No, o de ne okowo ne to ne mpa so. Ah okwo road dross no. Na me de minim say headmaster dross na uru na say akwala na wo kire na ade atenetene no.
All right. Another statement on 16th April 2023, that was on Sunday, the reopening day, 4 prefects. I and my other colleagues reported to school. We went to our head house mistress' house, but she was not around, so we came back. Later in the evening, around 7 o'clock to 8 p.m., we heard she was at the headmaster's house, so we went there to greet here. There she said we should help her, so we did. We were sent by the headmaster to his office around 9 o'clock to come for bottled water and chairs in his office, so we did. 9, really? After we finished running all errands, it was 11 p.m. There, our house mister said we should escort to her, but the headmaster insisted we go with us. We all went and escorted her to her doorstep. When we were returning back to site with the headmaster, someone made a comment, but he didn't hear. Because I was walking with a girl, he asked me what the girl had said, but I told him nothing. He forced me by pinching me, so I said exactly what the girl said. He placed his hands around my waist whilst we were still walking, but I was feeling uneasy. When we reached Black Market, our school on Black Market, maybe $1 yes, our school on Black Market. When we reached Black Market, he realized there was a part where the light doesn't shine, so he said he would call the electrician to come and fix a light there. I took his chance and left his side, but not to hear him. But then my mates shouted my name and I responded, and he asked me to come. When I went, he placed his hands on my waist again. But fortunately for me, he met the man who shouts the dogs and engaged in a conversation with him. He made a trouble of 4. These were waited for him, but walked slowly in order for him to catch up with us. When we reached our path to our house, we diverted, but he asked us to come back, so we did. Our headmistress sprayed his house and rooms with insecticide. I didn't know earlier before she took her leave. So she told us to wait until the scent of the insecticide leaves the room. before we go, so we pretended we were feeling sleepy. So the headmaster asked that only 3 people to leave and insisted the main house captain and I to stay back. This is after 11 p.m. Because he is the headmaster, we had no say but to do as instructed. So we obeyed and stayed back. There he said we should walk around the house. So we were doing so with him when he instructed the main house captain to go inside to bring him bottled water. I was then left alone with him. So we walked to the back of his house, where he instructed me to jump the wall. I thought he was just joking at first. So I told him I couldn't do it, but he insisted, and he told me he would help me do so. He then made me place one of my legs in the spaces in between the wall, and in the process of helping me jump the wall, he held my buttocks and started pressing. I couldn't shout for help or do anything because there was no one around, and I didn't know if he had something that he could use to hit me. That was what I was thinking, but I was really feeling uncomfortable. So I tried to hurry up and jumped inside the house. After 2 minutes of jumping, the main house captain finally came, and he and I asked her, "Where is your friend?" And she answered, "Sir, please, I thought she was walking with you." So I think she tried turning around to look for me and I because I heard footsteps. But for fear of her and leaving me alone, I shouted her name, and she was surprised to hear my voice from there. And she laughed and asked me how I got there, and I told her, "Headmaster made me jump inside." She then told me to come out, but the door was locked. There, the headmaster sent her to his kitchen again, but I think she used the garage door. I didn't really know. Blah 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 blah. This statement, you know, the wapa, the din shase, the upper answer at the end of the day. Chakadu, 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 chakadu. Story ne patches and kwada makumaku edunum ni achire. And actual statement it is ama the regional director of education ewo Eastern region. Me ankasa me fa me phone efre headmaster no. Me and I'm a friend headmaster phone the number no na 4. And then me and Sanko the coin 026 the academy more. Me bo me din share no say na me ka asem ni nyina e kire no say yes school for nkwada no say the wugu omo so wi wo no mani me kan the pain kire no I say an me nso mate. I'm say what in say or so me nso mate na mum no captain asem we nya asem a yebetimi aka ne phone so enti sanka obetimi aba school hode a betimi eno wakasa mbusa ne say time bia no yebetimi aba na eno say ane time bia no yebetimi aba ti yanam kwam ne efiri mankasim leba. And I'm sending a message around 13 minutes after 1 p.m. Sir, please, are you at the school today? We are on our way, please. Say, see, the headmaster will respond to that message here. And here, I don't know. Tia ma, some no sooner, baby, I say, the Fabiano. Here, they are 75. And almost setting up disciplinary committee. I will go for the. I will move to you. Eko assistant headmaster wo school ho team ye. Me am no so kasai. Spoke to you. Me molding. Wa obekata asem no so no ye bete oto. Tete the American. Men can be biabio. So penny Obano ne ho ye.
Nyankopon adom ne ho ye.
And our co school also headmaster when ya no enra.
Manya no.
Wona we yiri na ene ko.
Me yiri na ko ye.
Ti da be na obesa ko obi man ko hia no.
Okay. Ombeba on the 9th. Ombeba fi. Omsombe ma omasan ba fi ntino.
Nana, then akamu apesa oka.
Oh, me de one Nyankopon na mesem da na ase. Na ma wiase na hu se Nyankopon adan tumi adi. Se anka someone na say yin na school because me also old student. Ye pese ke ye na say am na me ni di nkomo na. Se be mi ni sika na se bia me ni obi a obeka ma sama menti a. E ko form kangaroo court e ma me. E ma ye to me kono ye no. Wa afi ba kwans me ne boss afi ndu. Nyambeda ni tumi adi. Isi committee ni na I challenge them. Challenge them so mpa ensa me kan mo nim no ompa mo a me wa ensem ni na nkona church one no after 7 months ensem ni na wo den kola share office at Order West wo den ko mu fi at Order West ensem nkona kan ensem ni na in my absence far away in a village and then nkona they are out and they are ready to talk regional director call they say no call na teachers no hia omo nkwana bi na ppa say omo ntwo ensem ni wie nti omo kwan mo san ntwo omo nsem Jimmy say I di omo nya che enwuhu ane dɔɔso yɛsrɛ ministers ne mpanifo a wɔhwɛ education so sabe education for na yɛsanka yɛtimi ɛkyerɛ nkora no ayi but the way mpanifo ni bi yɛ no ɛyɛ ana ɛnyɛ ɔba school more less than 3 years ni assistant headmasters 3 nobody has any reason yɛyi school bears a few experienced teachers are yɛde Benkum call quarter finals for maths and science quiz 35 omu na transfer omu
Adinsa, ada den kwa na mo ye school ho.
Papa no nya hu se sei pe. Ofa
say ni your phone na say ni e den.
One, oba the same issue. I'm expecting the omeye because oba issue is the same issue. One guy omeye no efi school mo. Minti mo ndin wa ha. Wase oba no obete se boy ni obi date 6 months ansa na oba. Ansa na no ba o.
One stood a
teacher no any school need date 6 months.
And am so mo ye nema Benkum ho de.
Ansa na oba. Because teacher na down for oba ono ne bon ko mo
wan we bi
oh so won for meto
chief
say wa
say don ka say teacher for we
o mo fa men ka say teacher for we o papa no say
say dey wo mo ka say teacher for we guess wo chira dey hoda
ma chira dey 7 good years
wo wan we obi a
na kokon adaroma
wo kam ye
ti na hwe ho so ye
wan we ba kokora
ye ti na hwe ho so ye nyame adaroma
okay
my file is there obet me pull out my file
so on dey wan we bi
obet me pull out my file no ahwem say if I have any statement in that one else what onhwe okofa statement atwamu no asem atwamu no eme yi chicheri na di nyame adom eno a ye no all the spine committee no na yasa restate that chicha no nse chicha no me pam no nyakopon the very day ye judge no the same issue the pam chicha no na say chicha ni so oje ne new yi esomo asamba ye omuntie kakra nye se nipa ne se be wo ye panini nti no wo ye bone kura mpa na nkola no na ye panish yen ye yi esi omuntie kakra mi se pa ya se mo komi mi adon brem him
teacher ni school ho no corporate environment corporate environment manager bia ntimi nyam fon so
and da hoyi o and da hoyi iti bi de me asem we mi ni ani bia o mbat de ma mitimi ba ha ne se pese omo tena asem so hu se asem me ka kire wo mo na omo punish me for no reason no eno no mo de asem papa no life so mo tie no tu papa ne fo anaso mu yi ni fi okobe fufuru a kene sanse mu inama
statement ni na no bebi ankola ne din bi wo ana mo fa dance for church mu din ni na ye depend be keka so edin na be go online mo atimi akan bi akola ba ko so no de sha se ne twempna from SS1 or SS3 or that headmaster nchen ma de achi hono friko school hono gare hono didie sa ba ya no nya broken heart no headmaster mu yetu ma school ni broken heart Girl, you see, or quackoda. Or ya headmasters who won't be the man in that. One headmaster pre one and a pre one and a pre one and a pre one. Or Petron and Sefi headmasters who go around them on a school in for fraud. I don't know this one condometry. I could have to work when you're brooking at headmaster and Sano.
And on a din something in a pier, you know.
And I didn't sound by no.
And on a din something in a pier. What I say? Because I could any man so ma. Mofrana or no, yes, I didn't know. It's a bassano, and I wish you knew why me say, which why me say, and a man 7 in a
brookie hat and
I make at your captain. And you might also.
According to specifically say jealousy, and a man yes, I just I find what you are sending a chimpana for first year to 3rd year. But for once, I can't statement him. Oh, some men say was it out of jealousy? Once upon Uncle Fujinawa, na yaono, on bow more sudden. Well, I say, yes, the aquala. Oh, I mean to ask you if it's that. Oh, headmaster.
Your man, I see a bomb pie at our cheaper because any of my cost. Oh, book 82 more room, book on honor. Yeah, the oil. The headmaster 2 man who on us.
What's it?
Let me can say, Captain.
A penny won't so buy you. The headmaster 2 man who.
Eh, Nayamaho, Nabofra, Unia. Oh, Papa Penny Moon, they 53 years. Now I starting any dance, so I say any that. And I got the name again.
That's a serious issue. Anyway.
What's any that? We, I say 17 years now. Obedi be 20 years and I say 25 years, you know.
I didn't say.
Oh, so we walk over here, on for Bobia Manicunda, because they were who know. Ebia now, you know, in Lubabia Mano. It is here every year, pa. See, I see a penocro or my room, dear. I see a dear nice you, never be an credano. Your man of creto. Now you hate me, move forward.
Chacolana, when you're broken heart and a cafra, why? Headmaster money broken heart. I said, well, you better last year in the can ye by the Yamia says, when you're broken heart, my way in appear out of jealousy. Now, you attitude to work, Robert, jealous. Fiata go out of jealousy, Fiata go.
Captain, as of now, no, a headmaster in school. No, I think it's a burden. As I would say, the Pateku, what they a cook question I say. I'm surprised as of now, I'm quite statement. I'm quite issue the right channel. I don't see why authority no intimate call for this statement. I bet that now on one statement form soon. I am from money some say, how do you come by this statement? Then take it from there because they say no. And Krambe feel very uncomfortable on campus as long as the man is there. And Usha Kraba statement, I was say, on Papa name for escape war no, most process what TM1 or the Bible.
That's right.
I am pa say, Ocasa what TM this year, and I say, Ocasa, Ebia, Ubegreen Massady, and Ubekuma to Akone. Oh, and in Krambe feel very uncomfortable. So I'm surprised as of now. I said, Jana or campus war. I mean, and Kwano so. And they can even influence decisions. That is what they did to me. Why no can't say no soon? But when we don't make cancer,
you fancy her. That's it. You best not the same way so. Pacho, you done it one basis here. Your body or hobiano. You have a cocumel.
Fire, fire, fire.
GH Boy. The best music. The best music. The best music.
Roll it tight on the place. Fresh from the under, you got too cold.
Yo, this is
Stop fasten up your bed. Someone say crime.